Hey besties! How are we all? We're in a different location.
I know,
because
shock horror.
we're on the ship.
We made it. We made it to the ship.
So we're just trying this location out, seeing if it works.
Yeah,
this is risque.
It's not as aesthetic as we would like. Mind you, none of them have been yet, but we're working on it. We'll get there.
When we get our cabins, we can make a really cute background for the podcast.
It will be great, but this is brown.
It's lovely brown. If you're listening, we are behind a brown, horrible wall.
Yes, it's all wood. It's kind of varnished. It's not the aesthetic
nice.
We would go for.
But here we are, and welcome to podcast. Is this episode 4? Unreal.
Yeah, first ship episode.
So we've been on the ship now for a week. Has it been a week?
Yeah. No, a week tomorrow.
A week tomorrow, yes, of course. So we've been on the ship for almost a week. And I mean, I personally think it feels like forever.
It does. It already feels like a very long time.
Yeah, which is boding well for the rest of the 9 months we've got to go.
But saying that, I've loved it. I love the vibe of the ship. It feels so nice. It just feels like a long process so far.
I don't know if it feels like forever because it kind of already feels like homely, as if like I feel like I've been here forever.
Yeah, I feel comfortable.
Rather than like I've been here forever.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it's nice, it's lovely, it's very cozy, it's very different to our old ship. I feel like I'm walking out of my cabin and I don't know where I am, and so it's just finding my feet. Finding my feet again, finding when I walk out somewhere which way's forward, which way's aft, where's cafe, where's the restaurants, like things
and
like that.
And it's interesting at the moment because we live so far away from each other.
We're not used to that either.
Well, so far, like
we do.
We do in ship life. We live so far away from each other. So it's like we spent like the first few days being like, okay, how do I get to yours? How do you get to mine? Okay, let's run that one more time.
Yes, we like
so that we could find each other.
Basically had a rehearsal on how to get to each other's cabins, because we were like, well, we need to be able to find each other. But it's because on our last ship, when I say our rooms were 10 seconds apart, they were like so close, really, and really close. So like were everyone, so this is like a different adjustment, really different. But we found like the place that we need to find, so we know where the theatre is, we know where the mess is. So on this ship we actually have 2 mess, we've talked about mess before. It's like our crew eaten area. There's 2, so there's ones for like different rankings, I guess you could call it. But the one that we're allowed in is really, really nice.
Yeah, really, really nice. So far, touch wood. Like,
I mean, we've not
enjoyed our dinner.
Gourmet, like
no, we're not eating like kings and queens. But compared to our last ship, it's so good.
Yes,
it's so good. Like we've had like a really lovely dinner and a dessert pretty much every time. Night.
And like we used to walk around on our other ship with like an empty plate, like. Here we go again, like she's toasty.
See you at the toasty maker.
But I've not had a toasty lunch yet. They had really nice Yorkshire puddings the other day.
Yeah, we had a
gravy. Like I'm not a beef girl normally.
Are you not?
No, I
love beef.
See, I don't like it when it tastes like metal. Like, do you know when you can taste? See, this is the thing. Is like everyone's like, well, that means you need to have it more well done. But the more well done it is, the more metally it tastes.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's to do with the blood.
No.
It's like a nice bit of steak done medium.
Okay.
I will like, but it has to be like really nice.
Okay.
But like beef on a roast dinner, I don't really like that much. But that beef was nice because it was like
kind of
pink still, rather than like dry.
Yeah.
Like sometimes my mum and dad will put like beef in the slow cooker and then it like falls apart and they're like, it's lovely, it falls apart. No, it's not lovely. No. It's dry.
I am 100% against slow cookers.
Yes.
I think
they're just stupid.
They are the worst thing to ever be made.
Stupid.
I know.
Just use your oven and get on with your life.
Slow cookers should be banned.
Like mum gets the slow cooker out and then they're either absolutely like throwing their beef money down the drain by dehydrating it, making it dry, or they're making like a stew, which is revolting as well.
Have a thing against stews. Like,
me too.
My God,
they're vile.
Making a slow cooker.
Yes.
A fresh stew, love.
Maybe in a pan.
Yeah, in a normal big
in that
pan.
sense, I'd have
a slow cooker.
Chicken stew.
Yes.
I wouldn't want a beef stew. But I don't really like
But
beef
there's a
stock.
difference between but there's a difference between stew and casserole. And casserole...
do you not like casserole?
No. You say the word casserole to me, it makes me shrivel up.
This is not okay. This is not normal. I have a really bad gag reflex when it comes to smell.
Right.
Like, do you know if someone's got bad breath and I smell it, I will gag in their face, and there's nothing I can do about it. But there isn't. Like, I will be like, yeah, and there's nothing I can do about that. But with like normal day-to-day things don't normally make me gag that much. There was that one time someone had a bogey and I couldn't stop gagging.
I gag thinking about that now.
That's the thing. Whereas like I go over things quite quickly, but I've noticed quite a few people, they like gag at everything. Like
the thought of something.
The thought of things. Like, I'm not like
no,
mine doesn't come along like that. I have to actually like see it or smell it.
Yes.
Like the fact you just gagged at casserole, I just like can't relate. Like, I don't like dry beef, but I don't gag at it.
Just such drama queen.
Yeah, well, you know what entertainment business
I know, exactly.
But no, the food's actually been quite nice.
Food's great.
So far, I mean, we'll probably in a few months' time be sat here complaining because it's like it can get repetitive, it can get the samey, but we've actually not managed to really get off the ship yet.
No, we haven't had the time yet. We've been working every day. Which is fine, but it just has meant that we've not been able to like go and eat somewhere different or go to the shops or
just get like any other bits to like keep you going and stuff. But we got off for like half an hour to get some lunch twice, but it's like the same food on this island is the same food on the ship. So our like cruise line owns this island, so we've managed to get like get that food, but it's like it's pretty similar. You've got the giggles now. But basically we've managed to get that, but we've not managed to properly like we've not managed Hannah. So this happens all the time, guys. If you set Hannah off,
once I start, I can't stop,
no
and I am
stopping.
so sorry.
And she's literally giggling.
Stop.
Yeah, she cries, but she giggles at like the most minute things, like things that are so irrelevant.
No, someone can look at me sideways and I will be
like, I literally said our cruise line's island, and she goes and laughs, and I'm sat here trying to keep this podcast going as a one-man show.
The sole person of this podcast
is clearly me, because Hannah can't keep it together. But yeah, basically,
anyway, professional
food will
head back on.
Food will get boring.
Yeah, food will get really monotonous. Now you.
Guys, there's nothing that we're even laughing at. We can't look at each other. There was a point the other week, we just did like a little run through of our show with like no one there, but it was just like for our brains. It wasn't like serious, it was like marked. It wasn't full out at all. And there's a point in the show that Hannah stood on this table, and we all like normally are like staring up at her, but because we didn't have any of the props, we were like right next to her, like literally breathing into her eyeball.
But everybody then did it 10 times worse, like to try and make me laugh.
So Hannah was meant to be singing, and she just had lost it, and everyone else around was like little giggling, but because I know I can make Hannah lose it more than anyone else, but also vice versa. So then we were both like shoulders going, like crying, just couldn't keep it together.
Painful. It was like physically
painful. My chest hurt because I was like fighting against this laughter that just needed to come out. It was awful. We're bad.
We're so bad.
Side eye and laughter
that's
goes.
it. We're gone. I'm so sorry, everybody, for that little interlude.
Sometimes I laugh at people's laughs, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, people laugh. I'm like, I don't know why I'm laughing, but I'm just laughing with you.
You're making me laugh. Yeah.
But moral of the story, we've not actually hated the food so far, so we are like dealing with it quite well, which is quite good for us, I guess.
Yeah, because once the cheese toasties start, it's game over.
When we tell you you've had a cheese toastie, just know, send us food through PR, because like
give you our address, cookies, everything,
because we've hit rock bottom. But yeah, it has been busy because we've been in install.
Yes, so we open the show in 2 days, so when this goes out, we'll open the show tomorrow. We had our first dress run today, which went...
It went well.
It went fine,
The thing is like, so there's one thing of doing the show, and there's one thing of doing the show with costume changes, which is just like...
Sorry.
It's like, you built your stamina for the show.
Yes. Yeah.
But now with your...
Now when you add... Yeah, like when you run off stage...
Yeah. You stand still.
Yeah. So like yesterday I was fine. Great show. Today, totally different story, because you lose that time to like center yourself, have a drink of water, think about what you're going to do next. Whereas now it's like you're fighting with costumes, and then you've got like other people like
fighting with
their costumes. Yeah, and it's just it was chaos today, wasn't it? But it was organized chaos.
No, it was fine, and like everyone managed to get their show done easy enough.
Yeah.
But I have actually found my new calling as a costumer. Because
this needs to go on your CV. She's fantastic. She's absolutely fantastic.
Could be the best quick change helper ever.
Ever.
But this actually did then come with comments that, oh yeah, well your face is better for backstage anyway, Emily. So I think maybe my calling is not on stage.
It's not true.
On stage.
No,
but it's like chaos backstage. And so I don't know if we've really spoke about it, but how the second show works is everything that Hannah does, I like understudy.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I've been like following her around like a lost puppy.
No, you know exactly what you're doing.
No, but like to try and like learn everything that she's doing. So like when you say about things, I'm like trying to keep them in mind and like retain all of this like extra information that I need to know. So it'll be one of those things that as well, like I think we probably will get like a little cover run, but if not, like just like
you might get
live in the moment, and no one will need to see that footage on the show.
I think you're gonna kill it.
But no, it's a long process, but like it comes with the rewards when you finally open the show and things. Like this week's been long, it's been hard. The dancers are exhausted, like your voices are all exhausted. Everyone's probably ready for like just a
little rest,
a day of rest. But I don't think we're gonna get that.
No, I don't think we're gonna. I think as well, just a change of environment like really affects you. Like no matter how much you're doing, it's like you've got a change of like your bed's changed, your food has changed, the air around you has changed. Like I'm finding my voice is different now. The dancers are probably feeling like their bodies feel different. So it's like, and then to go straight into a like 7-8 day install and then open the show is like quite hard. But just like adjusting to your environment can get like really difficult. But everyone looked incredible today, sounded incredible. So I think it's one of those things you just get used to as you go along. Like you say, stamina will come with it, and we'll just get used to it.
But the ship, we love the ship. Anything else that we've really done this week that we need to talk about?
What have we done this week?
Did we make a little list?
We did make a list. Let's check our list. Oh, we had a lovely event happen this week. So, it was a couple of days ago. So we kind of knew it was going to happen, but we didn't quite know when. But one of our lovely cast members proposed to another member of the cast we're handing over to. So how like install works is we're currently on the ship now with the cast that has been performing the shows we're going to perform. They've been on the ship for about 8 months, and so we do this like 1 month crossover where they're still doing one of the shows whilst you're about to open the other, and then when we've installed the final show, they get off the ship and then they're gone. And so lovely that his partner is in the cast we're handing over with, and it was so nice, and we had like a lovely little celebration in this exact room. It was the room next door. In a room just like this last night. We just celebrated them, celebrated love. But it's one of those things that like in this industry, like everyone kind of does, everyone from everywhere, like they're from 2 like different countries, and like love is just love, but like we've like getting to know this new cast that we've kind of been thrown into, like we saw on their little bios for this show, there's people from the same places that we live that we've never met, and now we're on a ship in the middle of the ocean and we're with people that we've probably crossed paths with before.
That's the thing, like I saw it and I was like, no way is she like from but I mean obviously you use like your county, so they're big places.
True.
But
I was like, oh my gosh, like I'd never even like heard of them before. But everyone kind of like has mutual friends, like with everyone. There's not a single person I feel like in this industry that we wouldn't have at least one mutual friend, mutual name with. So it's lovely that they've even managed to cross over with each other. And now like we were all there to see it, celebrate.
It was so lovely.
It was nice. It was so lovely. And like a lovely thing to do, because sometimes like people can find install quite like tedious and like long and hard, and you end up like staying in your cabin and getting cabin fever. Hannah used this joke yesterday
and nobody laughed.
Fell flat on its face.
I said we were talking about like, oh gosh, I'm just getting a bit like, I feel like I need to get out, I need to do something, and I was like, some might say you have cabin fever, and
everyone goes
crickets.
That's not a cricket noise.
That's a seal. They kind of go like, don't they? Is that like a cricket? You know, you can hear them like in the bushes.
Yeah, but is that not like a...
I don't know.
If you can make a better cricket sound, let us know. I don't think it will be hard.
To anyone watching on YouTube now, they're literally like,
sorry.
Yeah, apologies.
But yeah, that was lovely. And so to get out of that tedious like stage, it normally like something like that.
Yeah, it just gives you a little
gives
boost.
Everyone like, it's not even to do with us yet. Like I like still was like, I still can't believe it. Like, can you believe it? Yeah, like it's so lovely.
Yeah.
And then someone in the cast turned around to me and was like, you'll never have that. And I was
you
like,
will.
I know.
You're gonna meet the love of your life.
We have like this running joke that I'm gonna marry my like stuffed pig called Piggy. And like we created this full like wedding scenario of like me and Piggy skydiving down the sky, and then we're gonna get married on a beach, and like Piggy was gonna have like mini skydiving goggles on. Like Piggy is like tiny, like she's the size of my hand. I've had her since I was like 2.
She's so cute.
She's like, people often say, what is that, rat? But it's a pig, it's not rat. No, one. And
she's really
cute.
I did think she was,
here we go,
I know,
a mouse.
Yeah, a mouse. There we go. I thought she was a mouse.
Pig. By the way, and so there's like this big running joke that by the end of the contract there will be like a wedding, and
we could do it in the conference room.
Like that's embarrassing. Like Emily can't find a partner, so she has to marry her pig. Like, come on now. I'd prefer to I don't know what I prefer to do, but like not marry my pig. It's a funny scenario, but if it actually ever happened, I think I'd like crawl up in a hole and die.
I would be your maid of honor.
Oh, thanks, Hannah.
And you know
normally
what?
the bride has to ask the person to be the maid of honor.
Well, I think you just asked me in a roundabout way. But then my teddy could be the groomsman,
or like page boy. Can bear the rings. Oh yeah,
that's what my teddy was called.
I always think about this because I remember like when I was like teenage stage being so embarrassed of having Piggy.
Really?
Like, would hide her if anyone came round, girls, boys, whatever. Like I was like so embarrassed of her because it was like, you still sleep with a cuddly toy. Whereas now I'm like, I sleep with a cuddly toy.
You know what I feel like made it kind of like popular as well? Molly May.
Ellie Belly.
And then I feel like when she did that on TV, everyone was like, oh my God, I do that too. And like, it's not weird, and I'm not a baby.
Yes, because people are like, oh, everyone's copying Molly May. I'm like, no, everyone's had these teddies, but people have just been afraid. Like, if I was going on Love Island now, I'd probably take Piggy with me.
Right.
But like not try and be like, everyone, this is Piggy, like I'm the new Molly May. More like just take her with me for like
See, comfort. I don't sleep with mine anymore. I haven't for years, but I know it's at home somewhere.
Oh,
like I still have it.
It's at home. You didn't even bring it with you.
No. Wow. Like I don't. But think it's like that's my childhood teddy bear.
I've got my mum to fly Piggy out if I forgot her.
No, I don't even have it in my house in London.
But it's because she's my pillow.
Excuse me.
I don't sleep with a pillow.
This thing is like no bigger than the palm of my hand.
Yes, my pillow is too thick on the ship right now. It's like a cardboard box. It's massive. And like people love it because it's like basically it's the size of 2 pillows. So for anyone that sleeps with 2 pillows, this is dreamy. You've got 1 pillow the size of 2. But I don't sleep with my head on a pillow. I feel like I've told you this before. Yeah.
I didn't realise you slept on
then
Piggy.
if I want a little bit of a neck tilt, Piggy will go under there.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's why I have to have her.
Aww.
Have to.
That's really cute.
Someone proposed. Piggy's going to propose to me one day.
Exactly.
Moral of the story. But first week on the ship, it's been fun. We've got a bit of time off in the morning, so maybe we can go to Target, get some snacks and things, because I have found myself to be a little bit hungry.
Yeah, we do have a little shop on board, which we call the slop chest, where you can get like essentials and snacks and stuff, but it's kind of like there's not many options.
No, and it's
so we will
need
to go and get so we will need to go and get snacks.
Yeah.
Also, we need to get stuff to filter the water.
Guys, I don't know if we've made this up in our heads or if it is actually true. Like, I think it is true because the way I can smell the water.
Yeah.
But like I actually know my old roommate like struggled a little bit with her hair. So I think because like the water on the ship to like save the waves and all of this is like recirculated in a, I don't really know how it works, but it's all like really like
it's
heavily
very
cleaned, all eco-friendly. Like, everything's like done in such
no waste,
but in like a clean, like I don't ever get scared that I'm like all the water's like completely clean, filtered, beautiful. But I think they must have to put something in it to like keep it clean. So I think the water has like some kind of chlorine in it in the showers. So we all normally get like filters for our shower heads.
Just like screw them onto the heads. Like I have one at home.
Just to like clean, make the water clean. But we both need to wash our hair, and we've been like holding it off and holding it off because like if my hair falls out, my
hair is falling out.
No. But yeah, us both here with slick backs, like my full big ear on show for you all because I'm too scared to shower, but we both need to just like bite the bullet and do it tonight.
We've also kind of both had like a little like, we both come to each other on separate occasions like, oh, my skin is like breaking out a little bit and like this is happening, I feel really like bloated or whatever, and I think it's just like either the water, the food, it's something,
it's adjustments though, isn't it? Like we were saying earlier, I think like your body really reacts to change, and so it's just coming on somewhere new. Like we obviously so lucky that we don't have to cook ourselves, so it's like the oils that they're using is probably a different oil to what we use at home, so it's just like reacting to change, but like hopefully it all settle down soon.
So we'll get our shower filters and
we'll be on our way.
Right as rain.
Do you want to move on to our next section?
Yes, let's do
Asking for a friend.
Right, so we have a little dilemma.
It's a hefty dilemma, which I'm actually really excited to delve into. You good?
There we go. Just get my right hand there. Yeah, this is a good one this week. So, excuse me.
Cough.
My boyfriend and I decided to play a game where if we could have a magical free pass for one day and could make anyone in the world appear in front of us or magically transport to somewhere else, what would we do with it?
Oh, that's risky playing with your boyfriend. Like, really? Have you got no other games to play? Then
what about Monopoly?
Let's our relationship up. So that's your first mistake.
I decided to go first and said the usual things such as I'd go on a date with Anthony Joshua.
Me too, honey, me too.
Or kiss Leonardo DiCaprio.
Me too, honey, me too.
Very basic, I know, but I don't really have these fantasies. So it was kind of just what I thought of on the spot.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess, like, probably. When you're in a relationship, like, you think of your boyfriend if you're going to have, like, these fantasies or whatever.
So then it was his turn, in which he chose to get with one of our mutual friends. No, I can't.
That's not okay.
That's not how the game works.
Imagine.
Like,
no.
No, you're not supposed to say that.
Margot Robbie exists. Like, does he know that she's a real person? Like, has she seen how beautiful she is? He could go out on a date with her, not a mutual friend.
Mutual friend. I fear he doesn't know the rules of this game.
If she goes first. She went first.
Yeah, she set the tone. She set the tone, yeah.
He learned, celebrities, not their mutual friend.
Oh dear. Anyway, to this I was shocked. Same, babe.
Yeah, as you can
tell. Kind of laughed it off, as it was so out of the blue, but it's clearly something he's been thinking about. I now can't stop thinking about this. Do I bring it up, or has the moment passed and I have to allow that it was just a silly game? Would love your guys' advice.
I don't know how you just laughed that off.
I would have gone.
Yeah, I'd be like, there and then.
Excuse me.
My gum fingers would have come out.
Let me just go and clean my ears. Yeah. Just tell me one more time.
You just said sorry. Who? Because yes, it's a silly game, but that's a silly that's a stupid answer.
That's why you give answers that would never happen. Like, of course, I'm never going to see Leonardo DiCaprio.
She's called it him. Yes, she's called it a magical free pass game. Yet he's gone. Oh, my magical free pass is 10 seconds around the corner. Yeah. Like, what?
Oh dear.
Like, that would be, to be fair, like that would be all I'd thought about since the game ended. Like, my overthinking is like, because that's not okay.
I wonder if surely there's no history between them, otherwise he probably would have kept that to himself.
Yeah, because like if there's like a history, then he wouldn't want her to know anything about it. Yeah. I do think you need to say something. Of course. This isn't something that you keep quiet. Even if you just go like, hey, like, look, I can't stop thinking about what you said the other day. Like, I know you're going to probably call me like silly and things, but like it's been on my mind constantly, and I just like feel like I need you to put my mind at ease. Because you could even use the example of, I literally said Anthony Joshua and Leonardo DiCaprio, two people that there is zero chances of something like that happening with. Yeah. Yet you go and choose so and so that we know that there's probably for what we know, I guess, a very good chance of that being able to happen if he wanted it to, which clearly he does want it to.
Yeah. How long has he been thinking about wanting it to happen? Has it already happened?
Yeah.
Has she expressed an interest in him?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
If it's like a mutual friend, how close is she to you? Like, can you speak to her about this? And obviously you don't want to put the thought into her mind about it.
I would go straight to the source. I would go to him first. And
you need to just say like, look, like, it's on my mind. I need you to either put my mind at ease that like it was a silly game, but how would he ever do that? I would never forget about that.
I know.
She's like, I don't think I could even look at her again.
No. Oh, that's such a hard one.
Because how would he possibly put her mind at ease with that question? Like, with that answer, sorry. Like, there is no way of putting someone's mind at ease when you've just gone and said that. Like, I don't see a way out. Like,
I don't see a way out. And unfortunately, I think the only way out is to confront him about it, not in a nasty way, but like have the conversation about it, which ultimately
it's not going to be a nice conversation.
I think he's obviously thinking about other girls, whether it's just her, whether there's multiple other girls, but I think that's brave of him to say that. So I think it's probably not the best outcome. It's not going to be the best outcome, I think. No, unfortunately, if he's thinking about other girls.
It's like, how close is this mutual friend? Would you be able to move on, like separate yourself from this if you were able to both agree to maybe distance yourself from this friend, which obviously isn't nice to have to lose a friend, but like if he's gone and made that choice of saying he'd like to
he's crossed the line,
get with her or whatever, then he now has to make a sacrifice of maybe losing a friend.
Yeah.
In the process of keeping his girlfriend. And if he doesn't want to do that, then he's obviously not meant for you anyway. But like, I really don't see, like, you will think about this girl forever.
You'll never feel comfortable around her and him in the same in the same room, like,
and every time he leaves the house, I can guarantee you second guess where he's going, what he's doing. Like, there is no way around not confronting this.
You
have to talk about
talk to him about this.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things where you just have to be blunt and say, like, you said this the other day, I said this, and you decide to say that. That's clearly on your mind. You clearly wanted me to know. But then she laughed it off, then it's like, he probably thought, oh, I've got away with it. But why did he want you to know that?
I know. In a way, I guess it's like, he's given you the information. He's been honest. So I guess it's your call to kind of say, actually, well, if that's what you're going to use your magical free pass to do, I don't know if I feel comfortable.
No.
Like, in this situation, maybe let's kind of call it a day here.
Yeah. Which is like,
you don't want to be with someone who's thinking about other girls, especially girls that are like, are so readily available.
Yeah. And like, in his fantasies as well, like, when else does he think about her then?
Yeah, exactly. Oh no.
It's not nice. It's horrible to think about, and obviously, like, really blunt coming from us going, looks like your relationship's over.
Exactly. It's
because obviously
so many more layers to it.
Yeah, and we don't know how long you've been together. We don't know the dynamic of your relationship. Maybe you talk about other people all the time, and maybe this one's just hit a different nerve. And if this one's hit a different nerve, why? Like, why is this girl different to the rest? But I mean, it doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound like promising, and you just need to talk to him. I think, like, yes, you laughed it off at the time, but the fact that you can't stop thinking about it now means you just need to talk to him.
There needs to be a conversation.
Yeah, because, like, I wouldn't like it the other way around, and I know you wouldn't either. No way.
No.
So
he might also be thinking like, God, I'm thinking about other girls.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, maybe like he's not stopped thinking about it either as well, because like
he's thinking, why
did I say that? Like, why am I still talking about other girls?
Yeah.
Like, you don't actually know. Also, if you can hear like a little bit of talking in the background, there is an announcement. I feel like it's one of those things that maybe like there's nothing we can do about, because this is life on a cruise ship. Sometimes, so at the minute we're in guest area, so I do think when maybe we move to like your cabin, you won't hear like as much, but it's just finding like somewhere to put all of this setup in a cabin once like we've all settled into there. But for now, if little things in the background are going on, but we try and clean the audio as much as we can. But it's one of the, like, if you can hear like a little bit of talking in the background, that is that. But we kind of finished like that section anyway. But it's been like, we've loved our first week on the ship.
Yeah, a little roundup.
We've like spoken obviously about bits and bobs, but please, like, if you actually want us to like delve into like certain sections on a ship, and certain areas, like
speak about it more in detail, because we've touched on a few things today that I guess we could go into more detail.
So much more to talk about.
If you're listening to this and watching this, and there's something you've gone, oh, can you tell me more about this?
Yeah.
Please let us know. Just DM us, email us, whatever.
Or like questions about ship life, port life. Like, we're about to do a transatlantic crossing, like 6 days at sea. Things like that. There's certain boundaries that, like, obviously we can't show you everything, but anything you want to see, like, we're still going to do our vlogs. So, like, we'll take you along with us on our vlogs and stuff. So anything you want us to see, talk about, please, please, please let us know, because we're like, this podcast is here to answer questions.
Yeah, exactly.
But also
and we want to talk about it so much. Like, we love what we do, and we love where we are. And we just want to talk about it with you guys.
Because sometimes things to us that are like so like it happens to us every day. Like, it's so obvious, of course. Is like, oh, you have to do this. Like silly things, like we have to do a drill every week, which is like a safety thing where we like practice like emergency duties, which nobody really knows about.
No, exactly.
Like, silly things that there's so much that we have to do extra, so much
just
things
like
that go on.
Stuff for us.
Wi-Fi, like what Wi-Fi do, loads of stuff that we could possibly talk about. So like, please just like let us know any questions, and we'll answer as much as we possibly can. And please send in your asking for friends, because we love them. When that came through, like, the excitement,
I know,
because it was like it was a big one. I think someone's like genuinely like asked for our help.
Like, I can't believe it.
We love it. Yeah.
with our advice, really? Like, are you sure? She's probably going to watch it and then be like, oh, okay, I regret asking for their advice. But we're here if you want it. Yeah. But let us know any questions. Please follow us on all our socials. Instagram and TikTok is Cabin Fever Podcast. Spotify, Cabin Fever. Obviously, YouTube, cabinfever.cf1, and our Gmail is cabinfever.cf1@gmail.com.
You absolutely smashed
God,
that.
I smashed that. It's like just in my brain.
Yeah, what's that thing where it's like, please read the small print for it?
Oh yeah, I'm literally like at the end of an advert, like when the bits that no one wants anyone to know, so they just talk really fast like this. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you so much. Sorry, it's been like a bitty one today.
A bit crazy all over the place.
Yeah, but we
first week back.
Yeah, we're a bit delulu this week.
And vlog will be up next Friday.
Yeah,
this Friday.
Yeah, we've changed our schedule a little bit just because of our Wi-Fi situation and our port days. We've just changed it slightly. So
Monday's podcast. Friday
vlog. So we'll see you on Friday and
let us know any questions.
Yeah. Oh, bye.